Hello, now for this week's ECA, we are going to have a look at a really fabulous artist called David Hockney. Now, David Hockney paints really beautiful, really bright paintings. And what I'm going to show you how to do is the basics of how to create a David Hockney landscape. Now, just before I do that, I'll tell you a little bit about David Hockney. So he's an English artist born in 1937. And he studied at the Royal College of Art in London. He's very famous, and he was famous even from a young age. And he's famous for the way he uses colour and texture in his work. So that's what you can have a go at doing today. He taught at universities, and he's also had many exhibitions around the world. And as well as his paintings, he's actually even created some really fabulous works using an iPad. So you could even have a go at doing your art on an iPad today. Maybe you have a really good drawing app that you would like to use, and you can have a go at doing this on an iPad. Or you can use paints. So the materials you need are really varied. You could use just pencil, just coloured pencils, or you can use paints if you have them, or you can use your iPad and do a digital drawing. So here's a couple of David Hockney's famous paintings, and as you can see here, you can see the beautiful colours and compositions that he uses. And what we're going to have a look at is his landscapes. Now, when he does his landscapes, they're very realistic, but they also are slightly different with the colours. So he exaggerates the colours and makes them really bold and bright. Have a look at this one. You can see what everything is, but it is semi-abstract in a way because this isn't exactly what it would look like. So there's lots of different colours in here and beautiful textures that he's done. So he has a really fun experimental time with colour and texture. Now here's another lovely one, and what you will have maybe noticed by looking at these is he often has a path going through the painting that starts from the horizon line and goes down to the top, or to the bottom, of the painting. This is one of his pieces where he uses lots of canvases or pieces of paper and he puts them together to create one huge image. And here is another one which is a really lovely example of how he uses colour really beautifully. Now I'm going to go back to this one here. Now what you can have a go at doing, now remember you can use paper and a pencil and some colours, or you can use an iPad if you would like to have a go at doing this on an iPad on a drawing app. We could even use paints or even pastels. Really, the material is entirely up to you. But to get this lovely composition that he has, which is, the composition means where he puts everything on the page, we're going to start with the horizon line, which is where the sky meets the land, and we're going to start with this beautiful pathway that he has coming in. So it starts from the horizon line and then it kind of weaves through the painting and gets bigger as it gets towards the bottom, and this helps to give some perspective and to make your picture look a little bit more dramatic. So first thing you're going to do is, like this, you're going to take your paper, and it doesn't matter which way up you have it, you can have it portrait like this or landscape, and you're going to draw a horizon line somewhere near the top. Now you can have as much sky as you want showing, or you can have hardly any like he tends to do. So I've got sort of a little bit of sky up here, and I've got a wavy horizon line so it looks a little bit like hills. Once you've done that, you're going to create your pathway or your road. Now, here we go. Now your pathway or your road should start somewhere in the centre, and it starts quite small and it weaves through your picture until it gets bigger and bigger. So it should start off small and then get bigger and bigger and bigger as it gets to the bottom. And this will give your picture or your painting some perspective, and it will make it look like the road is getting further away the smaller it gets. Now to add in even more perspective, you can put some very little trees or plants at the back, and that will make them also look like they are really far away. Now I've done this in black pen just to show you so you can see more clearly, but you can obviously use your pencils or your drawing tool if you're using an iPad. Now once you've got the main part of your image done, so you have like this, your horizon line, your very small trees or plants, and then your pathway that gets bigger and bigger and bigger till it gets to the bottom of the page, then you can add in all the fun bits. Now you can see here on this Hockney, he's got houses and he has lots of different plants and fields and also some trees. Now I have added in some fields and I've done some really bold patterns in the pen. And I've also added in a little stream as well. And this is really where you can just have fun and add in any kind of thing that you would like to. Now I've done it in pen like I said, but you can do this in pencil. And once you've done this part, then the really fun bit is adding in all of the colour. Now, as you can see here, he's got lots of beautiful, bold colours. I'm going to switch to the colour wheel. Now, Hockney uses lots of contrasting, complementary colours in his work. Now, you can use this colour wheel to help you. You can pause at this point if you would like to. And remember, complementary colours, when you use them next to each other, in a painting or a drawing or a digital artwork, look fantastic because they make the other look brighter. So for instance, complementary colours, remember, are opposite each other on the colour wheel. So for instance, you can see here that the reds are opposite the greens. So if you put red next to green, it will make the red really, really stand out and look bright. And the same goes for the blues and the oranges. So if you put your orange next to your blue, it will look fantastic. And then also you can put your yellow next, or your yellow tones next to your more purple tones, and they will also complement each other as well. Have fun if you decide to create a Hockney inspired artwork today. Let me pop back to this one, and as you can see, you could end up with a beautiful, really, really dramatic and colourful landscape. Have fun!